What if I told you that the secret to never missing a workout was discovered over 2,000 years ago? Not by a fitness coach, not by a sports psychologist, not by a modern productivity guru, by a Roman philosopher named Seneca, a man who lived in one of the most chaotic, politically dangerous periods in human history. A man who was exiled, nearly executed, and lost everything multiple times. And yet, he never stopped showing up. Today, we're unlocking Seneca's secret to unbreakable consistency, and it will completely change how you think about your training. Welcome back to Stoic Athlete, where ancient wisdom meets modern fitness. Lucius Annaeus Seneca was one of the most influential philosophers in Roman history, advisor to Emperor Nero, playwright, poet, and one of the wealthiest men in Rome. But what made Seneca extraordinary wasn't his wealth or his influence. It was his discipline, his relentless, philosophy-driven commitment to showing up every single day, regardless of circumstance. His letters, known as Letters to Lucilius, contain some of the most powerful insights on consistency, time, and daily practice ever written. And today, we're applying every single one of them to your training. Seneca opened his very first letter to his friend Lucilius with words that should shake every athlete to their core. He wrote, "Ita fac me, Lucili, vindica te tibi," which translates to, "Do this, my Lucilius, claim yourself for yourself." He was talking about time. He believed that most people give their time away to everyone and everything except themselves. They waste hours on trivial things, while the most important things, their health, their growth, their discipline, get whatever is left over. In the gym context, this is devastating. How many times have you said, "I don't have time to train today," while spending 2 hours scrolling your phone? While watching 3 episodes of a show you'll forget in a week? Seneca said, "We are not given a short life. We waste a long one." The Stoic athlete does not treat training as something that happens when everything else is done. Training is non-negotiable. It is claimed time, sacred time. Time you take back from the chaos of daily life and dedicate to becoming stronger. Claim yourself for yourself. Every single day, put your workout in the calendar. Like a meeting, you cannot cancel. Because according to Seneca, your time is the only thing that is truly yours, and how you spend it determines who you become. Seneca wrote something that every athlete needs to hear on their worst days. He said, "Continue to act thus, my dear Lucilius. Set yourself free for your own sake. Gather and save the time which till lately has been forced from you, or filched away, or has merely slipped from your hands. The time that has slipped from your hands." Think about how many workouts have simply slipped away, not because you were too busy, but because you waited to feel ready. You waited for motivation. You waited for the perfect conditions. Seneca understood that motivation is a myth. You will never consistently feel like training. The alarm will always feel too early. The gym will always feel too far. The weights will always feel too heavy. The Stoic secret is this: you don't need to feel like it. You just need to go. Seneca practiced this with ruthless consistency. He showed up to his philosophical practice every single day, regardless of how he felt. Cold baths when he didn't feel like it. Writing when inspiration wasn't there. Physical training when his body was tired. He called this building the habit of virtue, and like any habit, it is built through repetition. Not inspiration show up today. Show up tomorrow. Show up when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to. Because that is the only way the habit gets built. Here is where Seneca gets ruthless. He wrote, "Omnia aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est," which means everything else belongs to others. Time alone is ours. He was talking about excuses. Every excuse you make for missing a workout is you giving your time, your most precious resource, to something or someone else. The bad weather owns your time. Your tiredness owns your time. Your busy schedule owns your time. Seneca would say, reclaim it. He lived through political exile. He survived Nero's court, one of the most dangerous places in the Roman world. He lost his fortune multiple times. He faced illness, loss, and constant threat to his life. And in his letters, written during these periods of extreme hardship, he never once complained that circumstances prevented his philosophical practice, because he understood that circumstances are always imperfect. Waiting for perfect conditions means waiting forever. The Stoic athlete has a simple rule for excuses. Every time your mind generates a reason not to train, you treat it as a signal to train. The stronger the excuse, the more important it is to show up anyway, tired. That's the best day to practice showing up without energy. Bussy? That's the best day to practice protecting your time. Unmotivated? That's the best day to practice acting without motivation. Every obstacle is a training opportunity in disguise. Seneca knew this. Now you do too. Seneca wrote one of the most powerful sentences about consistency ever recorded. He said, "Every day acquire something that will fortify you against poverty, against death, indeed, against other misfortunes as well. Every day acquire something, not every week, not when you feel like it, not when conditions are perfect. Every single day." This is the compound effect of Stoic discipline. Every workout you complete makes the next one slightly easier to commit to. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you add another brick to your foundation of discipline. But here's the flip side. Every workout you skip makes the next one slightly easier to skip. Every excuse you accept makes the next excuse more believable. Every time comfort wins, comfort gets stronger. Seneca understood that we are always building something with our daily actions. Either we are building strength, discipline, and virtue, or we are building weakness, avoidance, and regret. There is no neutral day. Every day is either a deposit into your discipline account or a withdrawal from it. The Stoic athlete makes deposits every single day, not always massive ones. Some days the workout is short. Some days the energy is low. But you show up, you do something, you make the deposit over months, over years. The compound effect of daily discipline produces results that no single perfect workout could ever achieve. Seneca was not just a philosopher. He was deeply practical, and he gave his friend Lucilius a specific system for daily practice that translates perfectly to modern training. He recommended 3 things. First, make it small enough to never skip. Seneca wrote about practicing philosophy for even a short period daily rather than long sessions occasionally. For your training, this means a 20-minute workout you always do beats a 2-hour workout you sometimes do. On your worst days, commit to just showing up and doing something. Anything. The habit of presence matters more than the size of the session. Second, review your day every evening. Seneca personally reviewed his daily actions every night before sleep. For the Stoic athlete, this means a 30-second mental review after every training day. Did I show up? Did I give honest effort? What will I do better tomorrow? This daily reflection closes the loop and reinforces the habit. Third, remove the decision. Seneca structured his days so that his philosophical practice was automatic, not a choice he made each morning, but a fixed part of his routine. For your training, this means deciding once, the time, the place, the frequency, and then removing the daily decision entirely. You don't decide whether to train. You only decide how hard to push today. Seneca's secret to never missing a workout can be summarized in 3 words he lived by every single day. Nusquam est qui ubique est, which means, he who is everywhere is nowhere focus. Commit. Show up. Stop spreading your time and energy across 100 things. Pick your training. Protect your training time. Show up to your training, regardless of how you feel or what life throws at you. Because here is the truth Seneca discovered 2,000 years ago, and modern science confirms today. Consistency is not a talent. It is not a gift some people have, and others don't. Consistency is a philosophy. It is a decision you make once and then execute daily. It is the choice to value your time, respect your commitments, and show up for yourself, even when nobody else is watching. The gym is empty at 5 in the morning. Nobody sees you there. Nobody gives you a medal for showing up tired and training anyway. But you know, and over time, that knowledge builds something no external validation ever could. It builds character. It builds discipline. It builds the Stoic athlete. Seneca showed up every day for his philosophy. Now it's your turn to show up every day for yours. This is Stoic athlete. Train your body. Master your mind. Live like a Stoic submit for a new video every week. See you next time.